Today for the 19th of February, start off with KUG.com, sold for $60,000 at Flippa. We can have a look by looking into Google, type in KUG, and what comes up is either University of Music and Performing Arts in Austria. I doubt that, but I think it could be the KUG, dropping the, which is a product which looks like a kettle mug, KUG. So that could be them dropping it the and getting that for 60,000. If that is them, I think it's a good choice. Makes it a household name, almost brandable by just having a one-word domain. Kind of like Facebook, when they purchased Facebook.com, they actually paid $200,000 for it. They actually were previously called The Facebook. Next one we have is smartnet.com, 8,160 DropCatch, so someone perhaps let that one go. After that, coin reporting, still with cryptocurrency. I think that has to do with reports on coins, what's coming up and going. So that's a good one for a crypto domain. Next one is a 4-letter ITUN, ITUN. That went for $5,001. And an interesting one after that is Bismarck. Bismarck.com. Let's have a look. So it's not actually the correct spelling of the German battleship Bismarck. It's Bismarck. Could be an alternative spelling. Let's see if there's any companies that come up with it. Not really. So I wouldn't have paid $4,199. Do a spell check, perhaps, when you buy a domain name. That's also very tricky. So on that regard, when you buy a domain, check that the domain spelling is correct, because sometimes I's can look like L's and L's can look like I's and zeros can look like O's and V's can look like W's. So be careful on that. Make sure uppercase, lowercase it is. Even copy and paste the name into Google and see if it says, do you mean this? And then you know you're in trouble because you're buying the wrong domain. Next one we have is flightx.com. That's an interesting name. Could even be SpaceX buying that. That's a cool name because SpaceX owns SpaceX. They also, now Elon Musk picked up X. So FlightX could probably be commercial flights. Also Uber is now operating with Uber Air. So there's a lot of commercial transportation that is happening. And FlightX sold for $3,549. FanXUI.com, FanXUI. That doesn't mean anything to me, but XUI seems like it possibly could be Chinese. So we'll just search in Google, translate from Chinese to English, and it means rework. So rework.com probably would have sold, I would say maybe 8,000-10,000 rework. FX options, so that's got to do with foreign exchange options, 2,700. Then you have ADLnet, 2,600. ADLnet.org went for 2,600. Then Publicante. Let's see if that means something in another language. Publicante, detect the language, means published in Romanian. So 2,566. Published in English, if it was a .com, I would say 25,000-50,000. Published is a good name. Infusing, an ing name, interesting. We had a chat in Domain Talk about ing names. There's a Telegram group I created called Domain Talk. You can go, if you have the Telegram app, it's t.me/Domain Talk. You can read about our conversations we have in that group. There are about 20 members. It's free to join, and we just talk about domains in the industry, so you're more than welcome to join. So infusing.com, that's a good name. You can infuse tea, you can infuse many things with foods, even with aromas. 2,500. I think that went pretty cheap, but like there's not a lot of uses necessarily unless you are in that particular industry of infusing. Let's see if we can find the best infusing company online. So another one would be if you could pick up Infusion. That's a great one-word domain. I don't see any companies ranking for infusing. Infusing. So Google search is infusing olive oil, infusing gin, and infusing vodka. Yeah, so those are the type of things you can infuse. Let's type in infusion, and let's see if there's a company with the word infusion. So it'd probably be infusion development would probably be the highest one, or business solutions, infusion solutions. So it's a good name for a company, infusion, but infusing, I think you would have to have the product or service that actually does the infusing. And then last one here is Mio. So MIO sold for $2,234. Words that repeat. I mean, there are many words. If you are looking for a domain and you can't think of one and you're thinking about registering or hand registering a domain, a good way to start and find names that are brandable or words that can be a brand is literally take the same word and just repeat it twice. So kind of like cheap, zoo, Mio, cup, you know, any words that are good one words can be repeated as double keywords, and they actually can make a good brand name. So Mio, let's just have a look where MIO, let's have a look where it is going and what type of brand it is. It's probably going to be maybe mio.tv is upgrading to the .com. That's what I can see. Or it could be mio.lu or mio with a dash in between .be. So there's quite a few companies that could have got that one, and obviously upgrading to the .com for only $2,234. I think that would be the steal of the day.